Hello, this is me, DJ Inside, and I thought I'd do a video about my Amiga 500 Plus. I've had this about 5 years or something now, and I've just been using it yesterday, and I put some new games on it from the internet I downloaded. I thought I hadn't done a video on it in quite a while, so basically I've got a setup here. So this is like a corner of the room where I've got Pentium 3 here, CRT monitor, TV I found in the street about 2 years ago. A couple of monitors, that's CRT and that one's a LCD. Pentium 4, Dell, and I've got these two. I'm not using these at the moment. That's a Core 2 Duo and a Core 2 Quad. That's my former main computer. And this machine here is obviously an Amiga 500 Plus. It's stock, 1 megabyte, the 2.04 kickstart thing. I got the gotek. I never did finish this thing off here. It's the display, and there's the USB thing, which is basically all the games are on that. There's no floppy drive. I didn't actually chop up the side of the machine. I just went for this thing where I just took the front of the gotek off, and I just got the thing sticking out there. And it's just simpler to do that. I don't want to hack up the case basically, but there it is, and it works really nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm just put a couple of games on and show how it works basically. So TV on. Light off here. Okay. We'll come on in a second. It's an old analog television, Philips. Always blinking that weird. I just turn the steady shot off because it does a thing where it blanks. It interferes with the scanning rate of the TV. So that's all the old white noise thing on there. I bought a remote, like an 8-in-1 remote, and it works. So I got the settings because it was too bright basically. I didn't have the remote because I found it in the street, so that's set up nicely. So I turn the machine on. We've got you can't really see there's like a power brick. Here comes the Amiga, and I've got to do the thing here. There it is. That's the standard start screen. It says basically it wants you to put a disc in. There's no hard drive on this machine unless you add one. And I've got to do bits on the wrong. Doing this. You can get gotek's with a screen, and you can mount it on top of the machine. You can see what games you've got already on there. What it does this then. Takes a moment. Get this screen come up here. And you can either use the keyboard or you can use the joystick. And I've got, there's my folders there. You can do that on Windows. You can make the folders, just put a bunch of folders on there, give them a name and stick all the ROMs inside of it. I've got a joystick here. I got it off eBay a couple of years ago. It's a Sega compatible joystick, and most of the ones you get for Sega are gamepads, but this was like a proper little joystick, like a mini joystick with 3 buttons on it. You've got auto fire, play 1, 2, because it's got like 2 cables on it, so I only use one. And then you've got start and then slow motion. I don't use those 2 buttons there. I don't use player 2, but I use the auto fire, which does work really well. And some games actually use, most of them use the B button, which is the standard fire button, but some use the C button. So what I'm going to do is, if I go up and down with that, it does that. So you can basically go up and down on it. So you go up and down, it actually can do that, or you can do it with the keyboard. So if I go, it goes up and down. So you can use keyboard or mouse, keyboard or the joystick. And it takes you to another menu, and you get all these active ones. And I've downloaded some of these yesterday. And Lollipop, yeah, I did a playthrough on that one on the WinUAE emulator on Windows. And there was a game I played years ago. See, what you do, if you want to select one, you select it and you press fire button, and you press anywhere you want to put it in one of these slots. You press fire or enter, and it puts it there. And then you go back, and most games have 2 or 3 discs, and you basically just put one after the other on here. And then when you're finished, You have to remember which one you want. So I want bubble and squeak 46, right, and 47. You go save and return at the top and press fire, and it reboots like that. I have to go 46, wasn't it? So I've got to go and do this business here, and you get that, and it will load. There it is. This is a crack. Mostly it's a cracked. Some require the mouse. I had to get a mouse when I got this because the mouse I got with it didn't work. So I had to buy another mouse off eBay. It was one. This is it's a ball mouse, but it's basically new. I've had this quite a few years. Takes a minute. It's loading it now. You don't get the buzzing noise of the drive though, because it's silent. There it is. And this game uses the second button to jump, which most games don't use that on the Amiga. So later games did recommend using a Sega pad. So there was all this worry when I first got this joystick when it damaged the Amiga. But if the people making the games recommended it, then it must be safe. So. This game looks really good on this TV, though, I've got to admit that. Press start and press fire. I'm going to go to options. And it says joystick standard. CD32 standard 2 buttons, so I went. Okay. What you can do is. I played years and years and years and years this one. Oh, this too. What you got to do is you got to go to there and press it to go up one. You have to put it in the slot above it. You got to remember where you put them. That's the thing, because there's no display otherwise. It is loading it. Yeah. It's a whole minute, this does. This is going for a SCART connector on the back. I normally had it in the front, but I only had one channel of audio. Right, so there's the character there. If I press that, it jumps. Normally you have to push up with a normal joystick. So, and this other button here is. And it's like, wow, I didn't know it actually did it on this joystick. So there's one button there. And then the next one is that one. So it's like, it actually does work with 2 buttons. And I was like, wow, this actually works. But only if they programmed it like that, otherwise it wouldn't do it otherwise. Right, I've just set the exposure because it blows it out if it's dark. There's a button to press. Yeah, the graphics look really good on this. I forgot how good this game actually is in terms of what it looks like. I don't use this machine very much. It's mostly once every few months, to be honest. I don't use it every day or every week. I used to have a quick shot standard joystick with the micro switches, but it plays up and it doesn't go down, which is really annoying. So I had to replace it with this one. It's a lot easier, this is, as well, to do this. I didn't think this third button worked because most games don't use more than one button, but some of these games do recommend a Sega pad, so I did look into it. I did a video a couple of years back. And does it damage the Amiga? No, actually they don't, because if the game makers recommended it, then that's got to be good. That's like quite good advice. If they're making the games and they say Sega ones work, then missing on this one, but looks really nice. I mean, I'm using the SCART input on this one. The only other option I've got is colour composite, which is a bit fuzzy looking, and there's the RF, which is absolutely really bad actually. This television is analog, so it could accept the analog signal, and it would look really bad though. This is going through the modulator, the RF, the thing on the back that sticks out. Difficult this actually. I'm supposed to go up here. Oh damn it! This has got a cheat on it. This is like just normal. Gotta get this blue guy to do it, but I don't know. Oh, he moved. I did play it yesterday, I couldn't get him to move. I'll do something I can't remember what I've got to do. I can kick him, but it seemed like he moved. Can you shoot these guys in the back? Oof. My last monitor, the Philips one I had, it just died on me about 2 years ago. I hardly used it. It just went funny and just turned itself off and it never worked again, so I had to get rid of that. This is much nice, 21-inch colour TV. This is younger because the original monitor was like 1992 and this is like 98, this TV, so this is a bit younger, but I've no idea how much use it had. But I think you're supposed to make this guy. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do on this game. Oh, what? Okay, he's got to follow me. What? Okay. I couldn't get him to follow me because I played it before years ago, but I haven't played it in a long time. It's a cover disc of a magazine, I think, in 1997. I'm going up here. The hell am I doing? Okay. Right, I haven't played this such a long time. So, oh, bugger. Graphics are really well done on this. This is the Amiga 500 version, so this is like the one that's the poor relation to the Amiga one, the AGA one. I know that bloody thing was doing that. Oh, let's look at level 2 just for a minute. So. Your password, okay. Oh, it's loading it. Keep forgetting everything's floppy disk based. With PC, games the same era tended to be like installed on hard drive and it would just work. This you've got to load the bloody level. How are you not getting to follow me then? Oh, I can't get over there now. Oh, you can move things. That's weird. Oh, you push down and fire. Oh. Right, okay. How do we get that to... Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do this on WinUAE, of course, but then that's just emulated. And I was playing Lollipop, which is the game I was playing recently, and that was an Amiga game. It doesn't look very good on a modern PC monitor, but on this TV it looked really nice. And I was thinking, I said that the graphics were better on the PC version, which they are, but on a physical Amiga, on a CRT, it looks almost as good to me. I suppose most people, how many Amigas are in the world? I think there's about 8 or 9 million total, ever. Which means that most people these days are going to be using emulation because... Ow, damn it. How many people are going to be using real Amigas? There's less than 8 million now in the world, so I just died. So most people's experience of the Amiga is going to be emulated then. So real Amigas are kind of like, I'll start again. There is those ARM based ones which are emulated effectively, but I have to get back, like I say. You die, you got to start all over again. To get games that remind me of nearly. Ooh, ow. I'd love an A1200, but they're too expensive. They're like 350 quid today. They're very expensive. I can't afford one of them. But seeing as most games are made with 16-bit versions as well as the AGA version, then most games are available on the same... Most games are available for this machine as well as the AGA. There's some exclusives that you don't... They didn't make ECS versions of, but... I've got to take him up here, okay. I won't do any more, two more levels of this, because... yeah, it works with the jump button, which is like, okay. Didn't think that they did that. Or at least it wouldn't work with this joystick I've got here. Bunch of diamonds. I've got to get this guy up here, this is funny. Go. I'll have to get him on. Oh, I've done it. I have to get him onto the... I have to make him wait, don't I? Oh no. Wait a minute. Oh, it's fell down. Oh. It's gonna be difficult to get this guy up here then. Wait a minute, can I get that? Okay, difficult. Help. I'm not sure I'm gonna get him up here though. Right, okay. No, I don't know how to get him up here then. So I'm missing something. I'm trying to get him up here without falling down there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just quit on this because I have no idea how to get past this one.